You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Ria Tanwat Cotrillo. For the first time in its three-decade-old history, the annual Philippine and U.S. Balikatan exercises will put emphasis on naval drills. One of the trainings is the sinking of target boats amid increasing disputes over maritime territories. Let's go straight to the source of the story, Balikatan 2023 spokesperson Colonel Mike Logico. Colonel, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, Ria. Thank you for inviting me.
Now, sir, the Balikatan exercises between the Philippines and the U.S. this year will give emphasis on naval drills. Could you elaborate on why there is a need for more naval exercises at this time?
Thank you for the question, Ria. As you know, we are already looking at the decision of our mission from internal security and moving towards external defense. This mission area requires us to be proficient in our maritime security, coastal defense, and our combined and joint capabilities. In past Balikatan exercises, we used to be operating and exercising inside landlocked military camps like Fort Magsaysay and Crow Valley. These training areas are, although they are good, they are not sufficient for us to train our joint capabilities. We can only train the Army and the Navy together. The Army and the Air Force together, but there is very little we can do in involving the Navy for us to be truly joint. So we have to move out to the littoral areas, and that is why we are doing this exercise off the shores of Zambales.
Sir, do you think, could doing more naval exercises trigger a response from other countries, especially if they'll be conducted in the disputed region or South China Sea?
There is no exercise that we are doing in a disputed region. All of our activities, all of our drills, exercises are inside territorial waters. And it is every nation has the absolute inalienable right to defend its territory. That's why we have to exercise to get us to that level of proficiency and capability for us to execute our mandate.
That being the case, Colonel, where do you plan to focus these naval exercises for Balikatan 2023?
May I clarify, these are not just naval exercises. These are joint exercises. So it's not just the Navy who is exercising here. We're also exercising our Air Force, our air component, and also our land component. Kaya nga we call this the littoral live fire event. Okay, so we are doing this off the shores of Zambales, right to the west of the Naval Education Training Command, and it is well within 12 nautical miles. So pasok pa yun sa sa territorial waters natin.
Now,
we are also doing maritime domain awareness exercises off the coast of Antique. And it will extend up to Palawan. We will be doing a amphibious landing operation off Brooks Point, that is south of Puerto Princesa. And then we will also be doing special operations drills in Fort Magsaysay, in Serab, and also in the island of Calayan.
All right, sir. Now, with all of this happening, that's more than 17,000 troops who will participate this year. What do both countries hope to achieve in these exercises?
Well, on the side of the AFP, we are doing this to ensure, first, our combat readiness. It also is an upgrade in skills. If we are training with an allied partner, it assists us in finding out what we can learn from both our partners and what our partners can also learn from us. We would like to emphasize that since this is a bilateral activity, interoperability serves both our purposes. It assists us in understanding each other's doctrines so that when the time comes that we will have to fight side by side, we can already figure out what will be the command and control structures that we have to put in place, and how our weapon systems will complement one another. This activity is both at the operational level, beneficial in the additional skills that both our officers, our planners, and our soldiers will learn.
Now, sir, speaking of fighting side by side, several countries will also serve as observers. What exactly is meant by this?
We have yearly an international observers program that is part of the Balikatan exercise. So this is really nothing new. We've been inviting our partner nations from ASEAN to watch the exercise. This year, the IOP will also include other countries like Japan, France, if I recall, Korea, and other countries. I have the full list with me. United Kingdom, Canada, if I may recall. And these countries that will be invited to the IOP, they can actually extend or further the strategic message that we want through Balikatan, because these are going to be senior officers, and they are also competent enough to bring the message back to their leadership. And it is also a chance for us to showcase the exercise as a means to further also our national interest. And also the IOP is also a reciprocal instrument. If those other countries also want to invite us to observe their exercise, they can also invite us as a reciprocal measure.
All right, we're almost out of time, sir, no? But I just want to mention that the Fisher Group Pamalakaya says that these exercises could affect the livelihood of fishermen in the area. Nag-consult na ba ang local government units regarding these Balikatan exercises?
Yes, I'm aware of that, but that particular issue is centered on Ilocos. We are not exercising any littoral live fire in Ilocos. We are doing this in the province of Zambales. And we've already touched base with the governor, Governor Ebdane. And with his assistance, we are also reaching out to the fisher folk of Zambales. I believe that there is a certain confusion with regards to the area that they think that we're going to exercise. Though that group can be rest assured that we are not doing any live fire exercise in the area of Ilocos.
All right, sir. And could you remind us again po exactly when Balikatan 2023 will begin and end?
It will begin on April 11 and it will culminate on April 28. The live fire event will be on the 25th and the 26th of April.
All right, thank you for that, sir. We appreciate your time and sharing information with us. That was Balikatan 2023 spokesperson, Colonel Mike Logico. And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Riat Anwat Cotrillo. You're watching CNN Philippines.